Hey everyone, it's Alex, and thanks for watching this video where I'm going to discuss what I believe to be one of the most paramount issues facing Marvel Snap and its future. Now, I have the privilege of being a content creator in Marvel Snap, and the result of that is that I get a ton of feedback when I make videos in the comments section and otherwise, where I get to kind of get a gauge of where the community is and how they feel. Now, what I'm going to show you down below is a survey I did recently where most players are in like the early to mid pool 3 range, and that's going to accelerate with more bundles like the the Sunspot bundle being sold and giving people a lot of credits, which accelerates their progression through the game, especially as they unlock more and more pool 3 cards. That's not the problem. I know that the token shop is something that a lot of people really want, and now that it's here, people have found themselves a little frustrated with the acquisition of additional tokens. Now, it is an amazing tool. It's a tool that I think is vital to the success long-term of the game, but it's also something that I think is providing you guys with an unrealistic expectation, I should say, of what being pool 3 complete actually feels like. And this is what the biggest problem for the game is. And I'm already feeling like this festering frustration in the community when people are like, hey Alex, I'm not getting the cards I want. I'm going against players with better decks than I have. And like, people are frustrated, and I totally understand it. However, I think there's a bigger problem in the horizon that nobody is talking about. And I'm going to talk about that problem. I'm going to illustrate that problem and how it's impacted me. And I'm even going to provide you with an example of how the token shop can be improved so that it provides more agency for more players. Now, the first thing to understand here is that, yes, you're looking at this and saying, Alex, you got 12,000 tokens. That's amazing. I would dream of having 12,000 tokens. That is 12 unlocks in pool 3. My friends, the problem with that is that, like, yes, those pool 3 unlocks are amazing. You got the Mystiques, you got the Hellas, you got the Patriots. Like, those are huge unlocks. And one could argue that, like, just because it's a Series 5 card in Darkhawk doesn't mean it's better than Mystique or a pool 3 card or even a pool 1 card for that matter. Darkhawk being a Series 5 card does not inherently mean it's better than a Series 1 to 4 card. That's worth noting. What's also worth noting is that you can buy 12 Series 3 cards with 12,000 tokens. I can only buy 2 cards being Series 3 complete. I mean, I can technically buy 4 cards with Series 3, but Series 4, sorry, because they're 3,000. But all the new cards coming out are Series 5. So if a new card comes out, it's going to cost me 6,000 tokens. And that is problematic for multiple reasons. The first is people should be excited about Darkhawk. I remember, like, with Hearthstone, when like new cards were being announced and new sets were coming out and creators were like revealing the cards and doing stuff like that, there was a ton of excitement. No one's excited about Darkhawk or any of the cards coming out because they can't access them. I did another poll here, and this is critically important. Another poll, which is down below. Literally over 80% of people literally don't have enough tokens to participate in any of the new cards coming out. That to me is wild. New cards coming out and shifting the meta should be amongst the most exciting things that this game does. But instead, it's just frustrating because players are like, well, I can't play unless I randomly, with a really small chance, pull this Series 5 card from my collector's caches. I can't afford it. And I sure as hell ain't going to save up 6,000 tokens for it. It is a completely disastrous situation where what should be generating hype for the game, a new card coming out, is actually generating like negativity and just like complete frustration amongst the community. This sentiment cannot continue because if it does, people are going to uninstall this game and never come back. This is an immense issue. And if you're still in pool 3, which most of you are, it's not even that bad yet because you're still unlocking cards on a relatively regular basis. Guys, what I'm going to show you here illustrates just how it's going to get worse. What I'm about to show you is without question the biggest issue in Marvel Snap, and it's only going to become worse as more players become pool 3 complete. And the sentiment in the game is going to deteriorate as people experience what I experienced. Let's talk about it. At collection level 3070, which is on the screen here, I became pool 3 complete with the unlock of Brood. Fantastic. Now, I want you to think in your head, what is the likelihood and how many collection levels would I have to go to unlock my first Series 5 card? I almost said pool 5. Series 5 card. How many collection levels? I mean, how many collection levels do I have to go for a Series 4 card at this point? Hey, let's find out. We're starting at collection level 3070. We got a Misty Knight variant. Not what I'm interested in. Deadpool variant, not what I'm interested in. We keep scrolling. We keep scrolling. This is my actual collection track, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. We keep scrolling. We're still scrolling. We're at almost 3,400. We're still scrolling. We're still scrolling. Spooderman variant. We unlock Nick Cage at collection level 3,478. My first Series 4 unlock. Okay? Not bad. Surely one card in 500, almost 500 levels, 400 levels, ain't that bad, is it? I mean, it feels pretty terrible. How worse can it be? Vulture variant. Bishop variant. Still going. Nick Fury variant. Now keep in mind, this is like weeks of progress, I'll add. White Queen pixel variant. This is weeks. This represents weeks of progress. Spooder Woman variant. I don't even know what to make of this one, honestly, but anyways, we move on. Colleen Wing variant. My friends, this is an Electro variant. Actually, I really like that one, to be honest with you, but Ultron variant, also like that one. But again, we're not unlocking any cards. We are now at collection level almost 4,000. We are approaching 4,000. Colossus pixel variant almost punched my monitor. We are now at 4,010. We've gone from 3,070 to 4,010, and we've only unlocked Nicolas Cage. We've unlocked one Series 4 card. That is over 1,000 collection level. By the way, the Sunspot bundle wasn't out yet. This was pure grind. No cards. Still going. Finally, after nearly a full 1,000 collection level, I unlocked Bast. My first Series 5 card. 1,000 collection level. So basically I went from 3,070 all the way to 4,042. And I unlocked two cards. One Series 4 and a one Series 5 in 1,000 collection level. I'm a content creator that makes content for this game. I am inherently motivated in ways that other people are not to continue playing this game. I absolutely love it. However, I think that the vast majority of players playing a game where collection is a major focus cannot go 1,000 collection level without unlocking cards. It can't happen. It just can't happen. You cannot go 1,000 collection level unlocking one or two cards. And the token system doesn't correct this. Because I got to be honest with you, I'm not getting that many tokens. You might think I am. I'm not. The tokens are not making up for the lack of unlocks I'm getting. I feel like I'm making zero progress. Zero progress in the collection system. And I believe that is hugely problematic. So how do we fix this? How do we fix this problem with the collection-based system? Now, I think that they need to provide more acquisition of tokens. I think that is a major thing. But the other thing that I think needs to happen is a revamp of how the actual token shop works. Let's talk about this solution. All right, so how do we solve this problem? How do we give more players more agency over their collections, the collection system, and the token shop specifically? I'd love to hear your comments with regards to your ideas. And I'd love to hear your comments based on what my idea is, which I think is pretty novel, and I'll explain right now. Basically, I think it'd be really interesting if, based on the token shop, not only if we acquired more tokens, which is kind of absolutely required, but if a card is in the token shop, okay? Let's say you have a card in the token shop. I think it'd be cool if players, regardless of where their collection is, are able to actually use that card in games while it's in their token shop. So for the 8 hours that the card is in the token shop, they can actually use it in their decks before they actually buy it. Isn't that absolutely, I think it's a great idea. Because if Darkhawk's here, and I'm not even sure if I want to spend the tokens on it, I can test Darkhawk with my deck list and see if I like it and see if it's a good card and see if it works with the lists I have, and I can experiment with it. And then if I like it, I can buy it. I think that's cool. Now, I don't have a solution for the idea of pinning it, because if you pin it, you shouldn't be able to just use it forever for free. Maybe if you pin it, man, I don't know. Maybe you guys can come up with some solutions in the comments. Like, pinning it creates an issue where, like, well, if you pin it, you just get that one card for free and you get to just use that one card over and over and over again. I don't know if that's okay or not. But I do like the idea if pinning didn't exist, every 8 hours, free-to-play players and players of all collection levels can use the card in their shop. I think that would be great, because then you can test it and you can say, you know what, Darkhawk is pretty awesome. I'm going to spend the 6K on it. I love it. Or Mystique did work perfectly in my Iron Man list that I'm creating in pool, whatever, and I'm going to buy them. So, buyers. So anyways, the idea here is that I think that if players could play the cards that are in their token shop, I think that'd be huge. I think that would be a massive quality of life feature that would really help people decide if they want to spend their tokens and give them more agency and more interaction with the token shop itself. Again, I don't have a solution for the pinned. Maybe you just play that one card over and over again and you don't get access to the other ones you might want to, but then again, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. But anyways, I want to make this video because I think that the collection system has a major problem coming. It's brewing because most people aren't Collection 3 complete yet. I am, and I'm going like 1,000 levels without unlocking cards. I feel like I'm making zero progress, and I think that if the average person playing this game experiences that, they're going to uninstall it and walk away, and that's not something we want as a Marvel Snap community. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all your support. Thank you for pressing the like button. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all your support through all this year, which has been truly remarkable playing Marvel Snap. I consider it a pleasure and a privilege to be able to make content for you guys. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new year.